You all provided, a major change for your team in the last year. Move to scale up is something big, of course. So we see that some teams can't wait to get back. And you were saying that your team, I want to get back to the office. But the general consensus is that we will have a hybrid setup of working from home and working from the office, and will not be everywhere, but that's the general consensus I hear often. So Shanna, from all the things that changed for your team, what would you consider things that you want to keep going forward?
Yeah, excellent question. So I think there's been a ton of really good learnings actually over the last year, because one thing that the team's done amazingly is figure out how to pull together in times of difficulty. For us, I think there's two things. So one is communication and teamwork. So we've managed to create a really close-knit team, similar to how Jaeger was saying. So really close teams. For us, we call them chapters instead of circles, but not just for the product chapter, design chapter. Exactly, front end and back end data chapters, which actually then helps us overall get to better outcomes for our customers, but also really getting the matrix right between having that functional expertise and the focus on delivery within each Scrum team. Then the second thing is having a real focus on scalability and fighting for what's best for our customers. And I think
scalability, you're meaning technical scalability, or?
Yep, technical scalability, but also what does it take to support operational scalability as
Correct.
well?
Yeah, that's in your case a huge thing, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we expand to different types of products, actually, how does that change our business model? So, for example, the regular kind of original bikes that we started out with, the pedal bikes, are very different to e-bikes. E-bikes don't just come with the bike. You also have a battery and you have a charger cable, and you need to think about all of these things together, and it almost changes the business model. So we're almost kind of still scaling the original business while bringing in new products that come with their own scalability challenges. And so pulling all of that together, I think helps in terms of bringing the teams working better together, because we have to work together to do that.
Yeah, interesting. So, Jaco, how do you see that? Any learnings that we should keep forward?
I think if I look at our organizations, of course, yes, circles and chapters, it doesn't really matter, but a lot of the credit always goes to the people pulling those forward, because they really motivate the people in the right way, and they challenge people technically and help people with their employee journey, help them grow. So that is something to really keep stressing. What we did in our organization is very early, we really freed up the technical leads, who were also the circle leads, to focus more on well-being, not just of the people, but also the department, the process, and each other, of course, because circle leads are people too. So that really helped in the beginning, but of course it's also quite heavy for those circle leads themselves. We're now more in a hybrid model where yes, they are detached from teams, but they do each focus on a team, and that hybrid model, I think, is something we'll keep going forward, because on the one hand it gives them enough freedom, and on the other hand it also gives them enough really teachable moments to actually latch onto and help people with, and it leads to more fulfillment. So yeah.